Visiting Pittsburg in the near future? The Comfort Inn of Pittsburg is the place for you. Comfort Inn offers friendly customer service and a cozy, welcoming room. Wake up to a hot complimentary breakfast every morning, enjoy the indoor pool area year-round, and keep in touch with your friends and family with the high-speed internet. When staying at the Comfort Inn, you can feel at ease knowing your satisfaction is the most important thing.
Javis, you guys gave the first couple buckets of the game, and you guys responded with a 14-2 run. How big was that, getting that fast start of their offensively to really get that lead early?
That's very important. As you guys know, we haven't started well the past couple weeks with the opponent, so we've tried to speed up the tempo, get in a little bit of rhythm, and guys hit shots and started out well, helped us out a lot.
Go ahead and talk a little bit about the defensive effort you guys had tonight. You guys kept Southern runs, really limited them. I think the most they had was like 6, maybe 8 points at one point in time, but every time you guys had a response for it.
Yeah, we have a goal every half to get 4 3 straight stops, so we try to accomplish that, but we got back to our basic pretty much defensive methods that helped us out, that we tried to get in early, and then we gave it up for about 2 months, and then we got back to it this week, but we still gave up 80, and we got a lot of work to do, but it was nice to get back to what we do and how different we are.
Dakota, what does it say about a team like this? You're coming in against this other team 7-3 in conference, and you guys, you get that early lead, and you guys don't waver, you hold on to it, end up bouncing back. Every run they had, you guys answered. You guys end up holding on to the win. How big was that for you guys?
It was a big-time win, especially with them being at the top of the conference and us kind of being at the bottom. We feel like that since we got back to our old principles defensively, that we can beat anybody in our conference.
Coming in this game, obviously a win against a conference rival is nice, but a win period, I know you guys are looking for that kind of statement win here in the second half to kind of get you guys rolling. Do you feel like this is a good start?
It's definitely a great start. We needed it. After the Central game, we won, and then we kind of fell off, and we definitely needed this win to get us back on track to try and keep this high going.
And then, Javis, go ahead and talk a little bit about the depth that you guys feature on this lineup. It's really started to kind of pay it forward here in the last couple of games. I think you guys finished with 34 points off the bench tonight. Yeah,
they stepped up big time. It's always nice to have somebody like Trey come off. He's unbelievable. Denton stepped up tonight huge. Creighton gave us good minutes. He had a big board. And those guys they've struggled a little bit, and we trust them, man. We just keep building trust. We get to go against them every single day in practice, so we just try to build confidence in them. And they showed it well tonight.
What does this win do, your last one at home, before you go out for a couple games on the road?
It's huge. Obviously, they're 7-3. Linwood and Lincoln are 7-3 at the top, so we can't relax. We got a day off tomorrow, but we can't relax. Got to come back in Monday and go to work. But it's a good step. It's a process. Great step in the process.
Coach, you guys gave the first couple baskets of the game. You guys ended up responding, going on I think a 14-2 run there early in the first. How big was it for you guys to just jump out to that quick start and get that early lead?
I didn't like our start because, like you said, our first few possessions on both ends of the floor weren't tuned into what we wanted to do. Sure. Subbed a couple guys in or out, subbed a couple new guys in, and I thought that kind of got our energy going. And when they went back in, I thought they responded well. And so I thought our bench tonight was pretty critical for us. I thought we got some good minutes from different guys, and it was fun to see them as a team more engaged tonight on the floor. I thought we just played with a higher energy level. I thought we competed at a higher level than what we have been, and especially since the Baptist game. That's a little frustrating to have that sit on you for about a week like that. But it's kind of it woke us up and got us back to basics, and beat a very good offensive team tonight, and a team that I think will go far in the postseason play. And so I thought we defended our home court, did some good things. Very proud of our guys. Thought they played really well.
Talk about the defensive effort you had out there. I ran into you earlier in the week, so you're getting back to some of the old school stuff. You guys really limited. Anytime they attempted to go on a run, you really limited that. And every time they did, you had an answer for it. How big was that, I guess, in terms of down the stretch, being able to get those stops on defense, but then also multiplying that into good looks on the offense?
Yeah, and then our defense feeds offense for us, and I think because we were so much more engaged, I thought it kind of motivated our sparked our offense a little bit with our defense. It just engages you more, and I thought the ball popped really well the first half. We got to move, just did some good things, and Obviously, we shot extremely well. I think our percentage is roughly 60, so that's good. And but getting back to the first part of your question, our identity has always been to pick up 94 feet at least, with our guards, and pressure the balls is coming up, and especially with a team like Southern with two guys who are going to be 40 minutes no matter what, night in, night out. You want to wear them down. You want to take a toll on their legs, and hopefully by the second half that'll pay some dividends for you. And I thought it did. I don't know how tired they were, but I thought it allowed us to handle their pressure a little bit, took some of the zip out of what they wanted to do, and then they're trapped in full court pressure.
And what does it say about the team? You guys were able to continuously respond against a solid opponent in Southern, especially late. I think in the final 3 minutes they turned to that full court press, tried to trap you. You guys didn't. You guys really didn't seem like it bothered you that much. You ran through your
to their credit, they responded well, and we've got senior leadership enough out there that can handle that and do well against the pressure. And thought we shot free throws okay. I'd like to see them all go in, but we shot a good percentage down the stretch also, and that helps.
You guys, it was kind of a tale of two halves there in the first half. Talk about Joe's game. I think the 2-minute stretch there, he had 10 straight points for you guys, kind of really put you out to that 14-point lead. How big was that, being able to get Joe going there for at least that 2-minute stretch and really give you guys offensive reliability?
Well, you notice he's one I took out early because I didn't think he was ready to play. And Joe's unique because he's such a competitive kid, and he wants to do well, and he's willing to shoulder the load of this team, offensively or whatever it takes. He's willing to do it. You look at Hayes out there. He had guarded post man tonight. He's guarding Prince, who's just a tough matchup, and he's willing to do whatever we ask him to. I thought he especially responded well to being pulled out early and then coming back in, and that's kind of when he went on his run. And maybe by happen chance we fall into that. That might be a good rotation to keep, and just keep him fresh because we've put a lot of minutes on him, and he's not a real bouncy guy anyway, and so keeping his legs fresh, and because he is such a good scorer, we need to probably look at that a little bit better and keep him fresh.
And you talked about it earlier, but the bench really took the load off him, especially in the second half. Trey and Denton obviously was that scoring threat there in the final 20 minutes. How big is that to be able to get 34 points coming off the bench?
It's huge, and you look at the one I'm probably most impressed with was you got 12 from Lamine, and you've got 10 from Denton, and I think 10 rebounds. So there's 22 points and 10 rebounds from our posts. That's big. That's big for us. And I thought both those guys did a very good job tonight. We asked a lot from them defensively to be able to be up and extend and do some of the things out there on the high ball screen and stuff. And I thought they responded well, and they're athletic enough to do that. And thought they did a nice job. I was very pleased with their play in the paint.
And coming into this, you guys were almost reciprocal in conference play. You're 3-7, they're 7-3. You guys are in need of that statement win at this point in time to start off that second half of the season well. Yeah. Do you think this was that win to kind of help propel you guys?
We'll find out, and then Thursday will be our test. But it doesn't hurt. I don't think it'll hurt us. And I think a loss tonight would have been, even if we'd have lost. And I know, you kind of notice the fans kind of disperse after the girls' game, which understandably, we probably don't deserve a lot of fans in the stands, but we got some loyal people, and they understand what our guys are about, and they understand how important this season is to them, and I appreciate them sticking around and being there for us. But it could turn pretty quick, and these guys have been struggling for a week, and I think they felt they had something to prove tonight, and I think they'll continue to try and prove that. But tonight's definitely a step in that direction. We'll see how we respond on Thursday, and I don't care if we're on the road or at home. We were a pretty good road team in November and December, so we'll see how we respond.
And then it was kind of this way 2 weeks ago. You guys had a real strong win at home as well. Then you come in the Southern Baptist game happens. How do you prevent that kind of backslide here.
Well, it'd be nice not having to play with 1 day in between.
Sure.
I mean, obviously that was a 4-game stretch in there. I thought we showed some fatigue. We didn't play that bad. And a lot of that lies on my shoulders because we didn't make the adjustments we needed to make defensively, and that's on me. And I thought it just led to us being very apathetic. And like I said, we got away from what we do. And so sometimes you need that wake-up call. Adversity is not a bad thing if you handle it the right way. Iron sharpens iron, and sometimes you got to have a little bit of that to kind of get your mojo going again and get back to where you're capable of being.
Do you think the rivalry had anything to do with the energy you guys had coming out tonight?
Obviously, that plays a little bit into it. Bragging rights in this area and coming in and being able to defend your home court because we got to go back there last game of the season. We understand that too. So it's a top team. It's a team we're chasing. It's a team that eventually we may see again at some point. So if our guys respond well.
Tavon Prince carried the load for Southern, and your team had 5 players in double digits. How does the chemistry on the offense work for you guys?
Our offense, the way it's set up, is designed to it gives multiple people opportunities to score the ball. We have a very unselfish group. I think we had 12 assists the first half, if I'm not mistaken. And so I think 20 field goals and 12 assists out of that. That's pretty good. We do share the ball, and there's really not one guy you can key on in our group. And so that's nice to have that balance. For us, I mean, Prince was going to score. Obviously, we don't want to give up that many points, but then you got to turn to Wright and to Brown, and I thought we did a really good job on Charlie tonight, and just limiting him offensively. He's such a good player, and I thought we made him take some difficult shots, and we're able to kind of keep him in check. That takes one of those, duos away, one part of that duo away.
The Holiday Inn Express of Pittsburgh has flexible meeting spaces, complimentary internet access, a free hot breakfast bar in the morning, and an indoor pool that the whole family will enjoy. Come book a room at the newest hotel in Pittsburgh, the Holiday Inn Express.